Most Pokemon games have that one other place that provides an alternative to battling. Hoenn and Sinnoh have contest halls, Johto's got the Pokeathlon Dome, and Unova's home to the Pokemon Musical. Yeah, to me this feature has always seemed like a knockoff Pokemon contest, and in my opinion it's more known for being the area where you awkwardly encounter Elesa and Bianca's dad. However, maybe it's because I just haven't given this place a chance yet. Does it actually have more in store for the player than I initially thought? Well, that's the question we're going to answer today in Pokemon Black and White. I mean, come on, I know I can't be the only one who's never bothered to explore the Pokemon Musical, so I figured I'd actually take a look at it for everyone's sake. I did a similar thing with the Pokestar Studios in this video that I created a while back, so maybe give that one a look once you're done here. Nonetheless, make sure to hit that sub button as it really does help out the channel, and let's get straight into it.
Hey!
You looking for some good meal replacement and protein products? Well, Control's got you covered, and you can use the link in the description or my code TerraQuake10 at checkout to receive up to 30% off. Now, just in case you don't know, entering the Pokemon Musical is mandatory in Pokemon Black and White, as you encounter Bianca and meet the owner of the theater. Yeah, he doesn't have a name or anything, maybe because he's so mysterious. Anyways, you then witness the awkward dialogue between Bianca, her dad, and Elesa, but afterwards you're free to go. However, if my goal is to become a master in the Pokemon Musical, I can't just barge right back in there with no preparation. I gotta gather some more props from around the region first. This includes the electric guitar from Preston the Musician on Route 5, and the gift box, fluffy beard, scarlet hat, and big bag from a guy in Opelucid City who hands these props out daily. And yes, they are all intentionally related to Santa Claus. It is worth mentioning that there's two props that I'm unable to get, one being the toy cake from the owner on the player's birthday, and unfortunately mine is June 32nd. The other one is the tiara, as you have to participate in a musical with a friend, which I have none of. Okay, I'm just kidding around, that's all a joke by the way. In all seriousness though, it's time to get down to business by entering our first contest. You'll start by selecting a team member from your party, but don't even think about choosing one of the Therian forms, Resolute form Keldeo, or Black or White Kyurem, since they're all banned. Nah, it's probably just because they weren't introduced until the sequels. From there, you can choose one of the 4 unique shows, each of which features a different category and audience. Stardom is the cool category, and the spectators are mostly men. Forest Stroll is cute, with the majority of the audience being girls. A Sweet Soy Ray is elegant, with mostly women. And Exciting Nabasa is quirky, with the theater being made up of mostly boys. There are 5 additional shows you can unlock using the Pokemon Global link, most of which vary in category and audience. Also, unlike Pokemon contests, I don't think Mons have dedicated musical stats, which is pretty funny because it means you can use something like a Garbodor in the cute musical and receive 0 drawbacks. No matter which one you select, the next step will be dressing up your chosen Pokemon with various props. You already have some by default, and you can use the aforementioned ones from Route 5 and Opelucid City as well, but most props will be given to you as you progress with the musicals. Each prop not only aligns with one of the show categories, but also has a standard placement on Pokemon, because obviously something with no arms won't be able to hold certain props. Of course, you'll want to use a few props that match with whatever category you're participating in, but don't overdo it because that'll actually diminish your score. Instead, you want to find more of a balance with your props. This will grant you the best dress-up score, which is determined using this equation that I can't solve, but I'm sure some AP Calculus ABCD student can. This total is important though, because it's what gets you more followers. More on that in a second. For now, it's time for the performance, which is honestly kind of easy. You don't really have to control anything, minus when you want to use your props on the bottom screen. This will put the spotlight on your Mon for a short bit, but the spotlight can be stolen by the other competitors, so it's all about timing. I won't lie though, I did pretty bad here. As you can see, the Patrat jumped the highest in the post-musical picture, meaning it got first place. I still managed to secure second, which can be seen by looking at the order in which the theater owner talks to each character after the show. Upon arriving back in the lobby, you can see that I had one NPC, or follower, waiting for me. He handed over the shuriken, and this is how you collect the remaining props, which there are 100 of if you include the 2 unobtainable ones that I referenced earlier. Even though it sounds like a lot, it won't take you too long. What really makes the Pokemon Musical a grind is trying to get all 10 followers in the lobby at the same time. You do so by hitting certain point benchmarks with your dress-up score that I talked about a minute ago. Getting the first couple of followers isn't too bad, but if you want all 10, you gotta reach 12,000 points. An optimal balance of props yields roughly 90 to 100 points per musical, so it can take you anywhere between 120 to 135 musicals to get all 10. So with everything explained, let the grind begin. The very next performance included my first W as we got revenge on that Patrat. And by the way, I nicknamed this Emboar Jim, so shout out Jim. This also got us over 100 points, so 2 followers were waiting outside. Musical number 3 got us the toy fishing rod and horned helm, but at this point I wanted to test out the other 3 shows as they contain different dances and settings. Forest Stroll takes place in, well, a forest, and I received the Ladle and Dressy Tie, as well as my 3rd follower. Sweet Soy Ray takes place in... Is that somebody's house? Hey, the cops may be onto us, but we got the necklace prop. Last up is Exciting Nimbasa, which has to have the best vibe with that sunset. Even more of a vibe than that, though, was getting the red beret, I don't know, googly specks, and round mushroom. One thing I will say too is that this can get a little repetitive and boring. There's only a small diversity of trainers and Pokemon that you compete against, and as I said, the timing in each performance will stay consistent as long as you keep doing the same category. Nevertheless, I decided to stick with the cool musical since it has the easiest timing in my opinion. So after doing it a lot, we were proud owners of the Toy Cutlass, Lantern, Standing Mic, yes, it's spelled like the human name, which is weird, Frilly Apron, Crimson Scarf, Straw Hat, Scarlet Cape, Black Wings, Wig, Toy Sword, and Football. By now, I had 4 followers out in the lobby, but things didn't stop there. Shortly after, we were handed the Pirate Hat, Chef's Hat, Blue Flower, Crown for winning 5 musicals, Snow Crystal, Beret, Red Flower, Paintbrush, man, this feels like a Johnstone Professor Oak's challenge video, Frying Pan, Cowboy Hat, Striped Tie, White Domino Mask, whatever that is, Trident, Gorgeous Flower, Rigid Shield, Wrench, and Winner's Belt for placing first in 10 musicals. At this point, we were up to 6 followers, but I also stopped receiving props. It was only after another 30 minutes that I realized you gotta participate in the other 3 shows to get the rest. A Forest Stroll yielded the Fedora, Whisk, Purse, Bib, Candy, Headband, Tambourine, Striped Beret, Big Beret, White Wings, Colorful Parasol, Decorative Ribbon, Round Button, Lonely Flower, and White Pom-Pom. Now, as I mentioned, this process is pretty repetitive, so I figured why not do some of it on a live stream? And although I had to adhere to my chat's attention span at a certain point, this made me notice that I sure was a little passionate about my performances. There's one spotlight. I'm stealing it. I'm stealing it. I stole it straight up. I stole it straight up. Give me that spotlight. No, Minccino took it? Yup, I took Minccino spotlight right there. I took a bit of Minccino spotlight right there. That's what you get. Bro's only got a Santa hat on and a cape. Terrible dress up. I think we won this one, chat. I think we won this one. We got this in the bag. The Minccino? What? Rigged judges. Rigged judges. Rigged judges. I got last? Maybe I'm not cut out for this, bro. How did I not win? Will I be in the YouTube video? No. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm gonna do the black cape. I feel like that goes well with his coloration. This is the fit right here. I'm overdoing it. Okay, bet, watch this. I'm getting first place. Oh my gosh, the pants. We got second. You know what? Hey, look. Emboar, you know, he's been going through a lot recently. He's not too elegant. We're gonna take second. Come on, we're winning right here. 3rd time's a charm. Y'all know that's how the saying goes. Oh my goodness, the Amoga one. I'm not cut out for this. Imagine I got 4th. Tell YouTube I said you slay. Yo guys, my Twitch chat thinks I slay. Y'all can let me know in the YouTube comments if y'all think that. Y'all want me to pull up like Subway Surfers gameplay? Nah, better yet, the Minecraft parkour. There we go. Chat, I did that all for y'all. If there's one thing y'all could leave the YouTube viewers with, what would it be? I have a big nose. Okay, I don't have a big nose. Don't listen to my live stream chat. Chicken sandwich is yummy. Yo, y'all are a lost cause, man. To the YouTube viewers, I love all of you. You are great in this life. Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. You know what? That wasn't too bad. Y'all redeemed yourself right there. Despite all the mayhem, we got the Gorgeous Specs, Black Tie, Trumpet, Mallet, Pocket Watch, Laurel Wreath, Monocle, Gentleman's Hat, and Germ Mask. On the other hand, Exciting Nimbasa granted us the Professor's Hat, Red Nose, Smiley Face Mask, Fake Bone, Fake Belly Button, which is by far the strangest prop, Magic Wand, Wind-Up Key, Thick Book, Jester's Cap, Pennant, Witchy Hat, and Helmet. And that's all the props, meaning all we have left to do is gain 3 more followers. That can't be too bad, right? Well, to put it in perspective, it takes the same amount of points to get from follower number 9 to 10 as it does to go from 1 to 7 followers plus a little more. But I knew this was my goal, so I was up much of the night getting followers number 8, 9, and 10. So with all that, I think I can consider myself a true Pokemon musical master. Hey look, even this guy's saying I've changed his life. Anyways, that was honestly a lot of fun. The Pokemon musical is definitely a bit deeper than what meets the eye, but it's always nice to experience something new in a Pokemon game. I will say it stinks that I couldn't legitimately get those last 2 props, because having all 100 is actually a way to upgrade your trainer card in Black and White. Hopefully y'all still enjoyed learning about this unique area though, or maybe you didn't, you know, that could be the case too. Either way, thank you for watching, have a great rest of your day, and until next time, deuces.